You're listening to That Home Loan Hub. I'm Zibuni Solimova, here to make home loans and property investing simple, smart and stress-free. Let's get you closer to your property dreams. In our line of work, we deal a lot of the time with investors, but all kinds of investors, not just property investors, but also investors that invest into shares and bonds and markets and whatever. And I've got James today to talk to us about something really exciting that's coming up for those that are investors in Wellington. Hey, James.
Hey, Zibaniso, how you doing?
Good, thank you. What do we have coming up?
Well, I just wanted to share this because, the landscape's really changing in terms of investing. Anybody can invest these days via Sharesies, and I know you do a bit of Sharesies investing yourself, and most people have KiwiSaver. So if you have exposure to these kind of assets, which are going to benefit you over the long term, it sort of makes sense to educate yourself on how it all works. And I'm working with an organisation or a part of an organisation in New Zealand called the NZ Shareholders Association. And what they're trying to do is broaden the scope of their members. They want to promote investing to all types of investors in New Zealand. That includes your KiwiSaver investors and your Sharesies and all that kind of stuff. So they're doing a conference this year. It's called A New Era for Investing. And that is looking really exciting. They've got a whole bunch of really cool people that are going to be doing guest talks, such as the CEO from Somerset, and I don't know if people have heard of this guy, but Dean Anderson from Kernel, which is a very fast-growing KiwiSaver provider. You've got Fraser Winneray, and you've got speakers from Black Pearl Group and various other investment companies or listed companies. So
that's really cool. And how much does it cost to go there?
It's probably going to cost you a couple of $100.
Hold on, I rephrase myself. It's not a cost; it's an investment.
It is an investment. I've already signed up. And if you get in early, you get a bit of a discount. But if you just have a look up New Zealand Shareholders Association Investors Conference 2026, if you want to find out a little bit more about it or talk to somebody before you jump in and do it, then of course you can contact me and we can, because I'm really trying to get more people into this kind of thing. If you think about how many...
Hold on. This is not a financial advice. And this episode is not sponsored by New Zealand Shareholders Association. We're just doing a good community work here, just spreading the good word about what's available out there.
Yeah, it's educational. Absolutely, it's educational.
It's educational because, we've got to stick to our line of work.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you and I believe if we can lift the knowledge of New Zealanders, the level of financial literacy, everybody wins.
Yep.
We all can create a better society that we live in and invest in and retire with more money.
It makes a big difference. If you just get the right advice on something as simple as your KiwiSaver, how many people do we know that are in, say, default KiwiSavers or in funds that might not necessarily suit their long-term interests because they've never talked to an investment advisor about that? We're not investment advisors, but we can put you in contact with them.
Yeah.
And that can make a difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars over 30, 40 years in your retirement savings if you just have the conversation with the right person. And so by going to these kind of things, you are networking with people who are well advanced and are really willing to share what they know. So you've got people from all walks of life who go along to these things.
One of the phrases I always loved and I try to live by is if you walk in the room and you're the smartest one, it's the wrong room.
Yep.
You got to be the one where you're eager to learn, that you're learning something. And I find those conferences are a beautiful way to expand your brain cells, to learn something that you haven't even thought of before. And as you say, you're talking to people who have done it for years, who have gone through multiple market cycles where things have tanked and then things have recovered.
Yep.
And how did those people deal with that stress? Because, investing is not for faint-hearted.
No, well, that's why we pay other people like KiwiSaver providers to sort of do it on our behalf, and maybe we play around a little bit with a small amount of money in our Sharesies accounts or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting. It's an interesting thing to know what to do, and it's quite fun to watch the markets and what they're doing.
Yeah.
But you're definitely going to meet new and interesting people, and I've found them. It's not that you're going it's not like you're going to a conference that's put on by an investment bank. It's put on by the New Zealand Shareholders Association, who are looking to represent all investors in New Zealand. So it's not what you would typically associate as a normal type of investment conference.
And I guess it's not biased, right? Like it won't be just pushing one product over the other, as you were saying. If someone put it together where they've got that product bias.
Yeah.
Versus this one is very neutral. It will have information across all sorts of different products and will connect you with those people. Is it 1 day or 2 days?
2 days. It's a 2-day thing. So you don't have to go both days. And I think it's cheaper if you just choose the 1 day.
Okay. What were the dates again?
It's a very good question. Let's have a look at that. Where we're talking. 22nd and 23rd of October at Banquet Hall, Parliament Buildings in Wellington. And it's sponsored by the NZX, of course, who are a big supporter of NZSA.
Yep.
So there's going to be a number of, what do you call it, when publicity type events, when new information of new speakers coming on board. So it's going to be a really good representative of what's going on in the New Zealand market at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful.
So, absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you, James. I am looking forward to that. I will try to go and register after this episode because it does sound fantastic. And I feel like I'm coming to an age where I really need to get my finances in order because I only have half of my lifetime left until I retire. So
yeah, you've only got. It's funny how you say that because I used to think I was halfway at 35. Now I'm decided I'm going to try and live to 90, and so now I'm only halfway now. So
it keeps moving.
Yeah, got to look after myself. But
exactly. Is there an age restriction? Could you bring?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, the best thing to do is to get your kids into this kind of thing.
Well, that's what I was thinking. My 14-year-old probably would love it.
Yeah. And just if nothing else, even if you don't go to the conference or do anything else, look up compound interest.
Yeah.
And how if you get your kids started, and that's what Dean Anderson from Colonel and a lot of these guys are doing, they're saying, let's get KiwiSaver started from the moment the kids are born.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they've got a buy-in into this. That's an extra 15 years or whatever of KiwiSaver. Get them on the right track and they can follow that while they're at school.
Yeah. And look, for those that missed out, I actually did an episode on this with David Copson from
That's
Booster.
Right. He did too.
He came as a guest and we talked about, how we can start the kids young, and we actually ran some numbers. So
That's right.
Go back a few episodes ago. It is there. Have a look. And fantastic. Awesome. Thank you, James.
Thank you.
And that's a wrap on That Home Loan Hub. Don't forget to hit subscribe and join me next time for more property tips and tricks. Your next smart move starts here.